Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and in this video, we are going to be having a look at the new CCM Truggy. Now, this vehicle is fully console-friendly, and as you can see, it may or may not be based on a certain 90s pickup that y'all may or may not be able to identify based on some of the features of that front end. Allegedly. Now, we are out here on the Desert Trails map today, which is a masterpiece of a map by Pixel Monkey. It is a work in progress, so it is a ever-evolving map, and we're going to go ahead and take this thing into the garage and do a little bit of work to it and see what we can come up with, and then we'll get it out on the trails and see what it can do. Let's go ahead and make our way into the garage, and boom. Alright, now I am super interested in what we can do to this thing in terms of options. Now, a Truggy is obviously going to be a dedicated, purpose-built off-road vehicle. As you can see, we're running a full exo cage. This thing is designed to go down the trails. So, or really even be in the rocks. So your initial engine is going to get you a C+ power to weight rating. And then your mid-range engine is going to be a B power to weight rating, and then your, oh god, so that goes from a B to an S+. That's a very big difference, like a very, very big upgrade. Very big, not enough bruh! Excuse me? Excuse me? Oh god, I don't know why the map didn't max out my money. Normally it does. That's very odd. Alright, well now that we have $334,000 from selling all of our other vehicles, we should be fine. Now let's see, gearbox-wise, we're going to start with a 3-speed, then you can go to a 6-speed wide ratio or a 5-speed low ratio. I think, let's see, the 6-speed, I hope it has low ranges. I really, really, really hope it does. So now we have stock ride height, and let's see, charge with limiting straps to retain the stock ride height, use with 31s. Lifted, use with 39s, and then full articulation, use with 35s. So this is actually a really well thought out setup. Oh boy. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Are you serious? What? Oh, okay, that's all the default tires. This is weird, because by the way, I am playing on the PTS right now, so that could be the cause for some of these weird, you know, issues that are going on. But let's see what we can find in terms of 35s. These 35s look big. They're definitely not your typical, well, we could use 39s with it, but I think in order to get that full flex potential, we should probably go with a 35, I think. So let's see. Probably a 35 MT. I think that's probably going to be the best option for us. And then hopefully we can change our wheel options a little bit later on. So let's grab some spare fuel, light bar, and a toolbox. And then wheels-wise, oh, slot wheels. That's about all you get. And then you do get a really nice little, oh, okay. So they're not quite all that, like, faded, you know, faded, rusted camo. Some of them are solid colors, but that's, of course, down to you to make the decision on what you would prefer to run on this truck. I actually kind of like this, this almost weathered lime green look. It's kind of different. It's really interesting. And yes, we can put beans on the dash. All right, let's go ahead and get right out into the wilderness and see what this thing can do. Now, what I really like about the CCM mods is the fact that they all really have their own character. You know what I mean? They all have their own character. They all feel like there's been a lot of time and effort put into them. And we're going to actually make a right, because I've never actually taken this trail. I've never gone down this way, and so I have absolutely no idea what I'm getting myself into. It is properly peppy, though, with that 5.7-liter V8. Absolutely. So let's see. Are we going to be finding our way into any rocky areas? I really hope we are, because I'll just turn around if not, because this thing is definitely meant to be in the rocks. So I guess we could go left. I guess. That's apparently a trail. Not bad initial traction on the rocks either. Yeah, definitely not bad in terms of rock traction. Where does that... Okay, well, I guess it winds around and then goes back down, but it's different from the other trail that you can take where you can see the dunes. I know I really haven't gotten it into any, like, hardcore articulation yet, but so far, it's already impressing me, like, a good bit. Now, does it wind back up right there? It looks like... Yep, it looks like it does. Oh, God. But does it also go that way? I'm confused. I guess it could go both ways. I'm very confused. This map will turn you around in circles in literally no time at all. Come on. Although I could definitely tell you that this has a very realistic feel to it. That rock back there was a little glitchy, but, I mean, I'm not going to blame that on the truck. I mean, that's just kind of a physics glitch that happens from time to time. You can't really even blame that on the truck or the map. That's just, like, something that SnowRunner does. And on a map with a lot of rocks, you're bound to get some glitches like that from time to time. But this thing definitely does a great job of filling that void as a very, very realistic crawler. Very realistic crawler, and honestly, based on a truck style that a lot of people use in real life, and something that you would genuinely see out on the trails. So let's see what we can do in some of these lower... Whoa! I don't really know the lines for this trail. Oh my god. Getting into the throttle right there is the only thing that saved me from rolling over. And sometimes all you can do is throttle down. Sometimes all you can do is throttle down, and that's the only way to get yourself out of harm's way. So let's see if... Oh my... Whoa! Either that's not done, or that's intended to be a gnarly approach angle. Super gnarly approach angle. Let's see if I can maybe get up on top of it. Oh my god! I'm gonna need to pull the front end down somehow. That's the only way I'm gonna be able to not flip myself over. What in the heck? That is super weird. Was I even supposed to come this way? I guess not. Yeah, I guess not. I think we're gonna go ahead and switch trails, because I think this trail is maybe not doing the greatest job of showcasing this vehicle's ability. So we're gonna go ahead and swap over to a trail that I have shown you guys before, but y'all all know, you know well and good that this trail we're about to do is properly challenging and will do an incredible job of showing off this thing's flex potential. Now, I'm really glad that we went with the 35s instead of the 39s, because I think if we went with the 39s, it would have been a little bit too much tire. It would have been so much tire that this thing would not be able to use its full suspension potential. Oh my god. All right, Ninja Winch to the rescue on that one. I'm going to be more careful from now on, because I think having an approach like that could very, very, very quickly get me into some big trouble. I'm actually really glad, though, that we came out here to test this thing instead of doing the normal testing grounds. And I do really, really like the normal testing grounds. The only thing with the normal testing grounds is the fact that it doesn't really... I feel like it doesn't really do full justice to a crawler like this, you know? Because you really need some proper trails to showcase its abilities. Ease it along down. And that's the other thing, too, is that with this gearbox, even with that max engine, you can just use the torque. It's not crazy fast, it's very realistic feeling, and it's that slow crawler realistic gameplay style that I think a lot of people that like crawling are really gonna enjoy. Really, really gonna enjoy. Easy does it. Try to find somewhat of a decent line. And it's always like, it always looks so good for pictures. That's the other thing too. Like, if you're all about, you know, taking pictures of your vehicles, this one, for whatever reason, even though it only has like half a body, is super photogenic, I think. Come on. I absolutely love the view from this trail. The view from this trail is so incredibly well engineered and so incredibly well planned out that, like, hats off to Pixel, man. I mean, every time I come here, I'm like, dang, that's an amazing view. Now we're going to do something that I have not done before. I'm going to go ahead and turn around, and we are going to attempt to go back up. Now, that is going to be the real test. I'm curious to see if I know it can make it down, but can it make it up? And already, I'm partially questioning my decision. High range works, though. Dude! We were able to bump it in high and make it run up the hill. That's pretty impressive. That's actually very, very impressive. Put a little bit of work into that line. The rock grip is amazing. And I know that that's a big complaint from a lot of people in terms of different crawlers in this game, is that sometimes they don't feel like the rock traction or the grip of the vehicles just on the rocks in general is realistic enough. This one, I think, is right in that happy medium to where you have some grip, but you also have just enough slip to where you do have a fair amount of challenge as well. And it hasn't felt like it's struggling yet, but it also... like, it also hasn't felt like it's been easy mode, so to speak. Easy does it. Half throttle and low plus seems to be a good strategy for it, but Maybe not always. Maybe not always. You do have to kind of change up your strategy from time to time. There you go. You're going to be doing a lot of, like, backing up and readjusting and then going forward again, trying a new line, backing up, readjusting, going forward again, trying a new line. But that's good. That's what rock crawling is all about. Because rarely are you ever going to get the perfect line on the first try. Man, I thought this was going to be, like, genuinely difficult, but it's actually really, really, really easy making my way back up. Really easy. I'm actually seeking out slightly more difficult lines, but God, this wheelbase is also, like, perfectly suited to this particular trip. I should not have done that. Holy smokes. I went to give it some power, and I about backflipped it. That was terrifying. That was absolutely terrifying. I'm gonna have to be really slow and careful, because if you backflip it, you're done. You can't have too much grip because, oh, easy. There we go. There we go. We kind of have to do a little, like, half circle almost and walk out to the side and then come back in. Really does make you think about what you're doing for sure. Oh, that extra wheel speed. Oh, no! First time I've rolled it over. No! Okay, that extra wheel speed can really help you in some cases, but it can also really get you into trouble in others. Now, let's see if we can... God, let's see if we can catch it. Jeez. All right, I really want to make it up that face, because I feel like that rock face is totally doable. I just have to get that right line. I'm going to start even wider this time and try to walk my way back in. Get into this pocket over here on the right. Low plus is what oofed me last time. Maybe not. Maybe that's not a good place to start, and maybe it's not a good idea either. There it is. Stay in line with that. There you go. There you go. As long as you can put the wheel speed to use in the right direction, you're gonna be okay. All right, back it up. I need to inch the front end over to the left now. Yeah, that's my big problem now, is inching that front end over. And the only problem is, if I back up, I genuinely... There it is! Just had to back up a tiny little bit, and then I could strategize my way back up. I love driving this truck. I absolutely love driving it. This thing is going to be genuinely, like, if you love rock crawling, this is going to be a huge favorite when it makes its way to consoles, and I highly urge you guys to check this thing out, because it is absolutely worth giving a try and taking it for a drive. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions on this thing in the comments down below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.